You can put me in the breakout room fast if you want to.
Good morning, everyone. This is Judge Kassan. This is the 10 a.m. docket on September 9th, 2021 for the City of Olmos Park Municipal Court. Thank you all for joining. I am going to take a roll call here. I'm going to call the docket. If you're present, please let me know that you're here either by taking yourself off of mute or waving to me if you have video on, okay? And just so everyone is aware, we are currently live streaming on YouTube in order to comply with the open courts provision of the Constitution, okay? Mr. Black, I have the prosecutor available if you'd like to speak with him in a breakout room.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. All right.
Mr. Dibble Jr. is here as well.
All right, very good. I'll have you sent over to visit with Mr. Dixon in a breakout room, okay?
Both of us, please. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Valerie, if you could send them both, please.
Thank you.
Great, thank you. All right. Again, thank you everyone for joining. I'm going to call the docket. Johnny Aguirre. Johnny Aguirre. Melanie Castro. Melanie Castro.
Here.
Thank you. Lee Fisher. Lee Fisher. Okay, thank you. I see you there. Roberto Hernandez. Roberto Hernandez.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you. Sydney Heilman or Hilleman. Thank you. Cecilia Imbus. Cecilia Imbus. Terrence McKinney. Terrence McKinney. Manuel Osorio. Manuel Osorio. Alexis Rodriguez. Okay, thank you. Martha Jo Rogers. Martha Jo Rogers. Stephanie Salinas. Stephanie Salinas. Logan Sepulveda.
I'm here.
All right, thank you.
You.
Melissa Sisti. I see you there, thank you. Vanessa Sosa. Thank you.
Present.
All right, very good. Mr. McKinney, right? Is that you, sir?
My
Terrence?
last name isn't McKinney, so that's what I'm
Okay.
confused on. But yes, I'm Terrence.
What-
But yeah,
What's your last name, sir?
Bird, BYRD.
All right. Let's see if we have your file here. Just a second on that one, okay?
No worries.
All right, thank you. All right, everyone, just let's see here. Okay, most of you have appeared in court before, but for those of you that this is your first appearance, just a few preliminary instructions, okay? If it is your first appearance, I will ask you how you plead on your case or cases, okay? You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you plead guilty, you're admitting guilt and you're asking the court to assess the punishment in the case, okay? If you plead no contest, you are not admitting guilt. However, you're choosing not to contest the charges and you just want to resolve the matter today, okay? You're not contesting the charges. However, you're also not admitting guilt. You just want to resolve it. The other option is to plead not guilty. That means you are contesting the charges, okay? Again, this is a first appearance docket, not a trial docket. So if you are contesting the charges and you'd like to plead not guilty, we will schedule you for a trial at a later date and time, okay? You will, however, have the opportunity today to visit with the prosecutor in a breakout room separately to discuss any facts that you think are in question about the ticket or the violation that you received, okay? Again, that's a plea of not guilty. If you plead not guilty, you do have a constitutional right to a jury trial. That means the case would be heard and decided by 6 citizens of Olmos Park, and they would decide the case at a later date and time. You can choose to waive a jury trial and instead have a bench trial or a non-jury trial. That means the case would be heard by me or another judge in Olmos Park, okay? And again, that will be scheduled for a later date and time, but you will have the opportunity today to visit with the prosecutor and discuss those facts that you think are in question today, all right? If you do decide to have a trial at a later date and time, you will have the opportunity to represent yourself or hire an attorney to represent you at that time, okay? Now, if you do want to resolve your case or cases today, there are some options available to you if you're here for moving violations. The first of which is the driving safety course. If you have not taken that in the last 12 months, you may be eligible. You must, however, have a valid Texas driver's license and insurance in your name. There are court fees that must be paid, and then the cost of the course is paid separately by you wherever you choose to take it, okay? You will have 90 days to complete the course. Upon completion, you must turn in your certificate and your driving record, and then the case is dismissed and does not appear as a conviction on your driving record, all right? If you do not qualify for that option, you may qualify for the deferred disposition option. That is sometimes informally called probation. It's an unsupervised probationary period anywhere from 1 day to 180 days, depending on the violation charged. There is a special expense fee that must be paid, and that will vary from case to case, again, depending on the violation charged. And there may be some additional requirements placed upon you during that deferral period. Perhaps complete some community service hours, attend a course, obtain a driver's license, maintain insurance, etc. It will vary depending on the case charged against you, okay? If you are under 25 years of age, you must take the driving safety course. If you are a commercial driver's license holder, you are not eligible for deferred disposition or the driving safety course option, okay? If you are requesting community service hours, an extension of time, a payment plan, etc., I'll talk to you about those options here in a moment individually. If you are here for equipment violations, maybe an expired registration, a broken tail light, something to that effect. If you were able to correct those items and you have proof that those items were corrected, you may be eligible for a compliance dismissal for a nominal fee. All right. I'll be happy to address any questions specific to your cases here in a few minutes, and we're going to get started. Okay, first up, I have Melanie Castro.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. You're under 25, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so first up, you have ran stop sign. How do you plead?
No contest.
Then you have operate unregistered motor vehicle. How do you plead?
No contest.
And finally, failure to maintain financial responsibility. How do you plead on that one?
No contest.
Okay. Do you have insurance now?
So I no longer have the vehicle. I was paying off the vehicle to the owner, but I no longer want the vehicle because it was a struggle to get the title from him. So I
Okay.
no longer have the vehicle, but I did get an insurance, but I'm no longer paying on it since I no longer have the vehicle.
Okay, but you were not insured at the time of the stop, is that correct?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And you didn't get the vehicle registered because you no longer have it, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So what were you looking to do with each of these cases here?
So I haven't been working. I recently did just get my job. I did want to go ahead and work out a payment plan.
Okay. All right. Well, you have 3 violations here, so I'm going to have you speak with the prosecutor about a possible plea bargain. Okay. And
Yes,
then we can place you on a payment plan after you talk to him. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Just hang on. He's in with someone else at the moment, and then you'll be sent to a breakout room with him in a few minutes. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. Next up, I have Lee Fisher. You could unmute, please. There we go. All right, can you hear me? Because I cannot hear you. Okay, I don't have any audio for you, Ms. Fisher. Let's see. Could I have you maybe log out and try to log back in? And then it'll give you an audio option when you try to log back in, okay? All right, fantastic, thank you. Okay. So next up, Roberto Hernandez.
Yes, Your Honor. How are you today?
I'm well, how are you?
I'm doing great. I would like to request for another reset. I tried to get in contact with my attorney to attend this court hearing, and I have problems getting in touch with him right now. So I was wondering if I can get another reset.
Is that Mr. Lara?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to give you one final reset because he hasn't.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, just because he hasn't sent in his letter of rep yet.
Yeah.
We need a letter of representation from him on file, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so he needs to do that as soon as possible, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
So the next court date is October 14th. You need to get in touch with him today and have him send in that letter, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All
May I
right.
be excused from the court now?
You may be excused.
All right,
free
you
to
have a
go.
blessed one.
You do the same. Thank you. Sydney Heilman,
Yes, ma'am.
is that how you pronounce your last name?
Yes,
Okay. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Let's see here. You have a charge for ran stop sign. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Okay. All right. Trial by judge or trial by jury?
By judge.
Okay. All right. Very good. I'm going to have you speak with the prosecutor here shortly, and then we'll move forward from there. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Hang on a minute. He'll be with you after he speaks with Miss Castro. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Alexis Rodriguez.
Hello,
Hello. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. How old are you?
19.
Okay. All right. You have a charge for possession of drug paraphernalia. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. Did you want to try to keep that off your record?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it's $331. Okay.
Okay.
All right. $331. I'm going to place you on a 6-month deferral. And I'm also going to have you take a 4-hour drug awareness course. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Can you pay that in full within a week's time, or do you need a payment plan?
I'm pretty sure I can pay it within a week.
Okay. So that'll be due on September 17th, which is a week from tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You can stop by the court and make that payment. And then they're going to give you some additional paperwork, and it'll tell you the dates of your deferral and what you are required to do and the deadlines for that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And you can take that course online. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Any questions?
No.
All right. Make sure you stop by the court to make that payment by next week.
All right. May I be excused from the court?
Yes, you're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a great day.
You do the same. Ms. Fisher, you're back. All right, now you're on mute, so let's see.
Mute. How about now?
I can hear you.
Woohoo!
All right.
My
Very
great
good.
helper.
Okay, so let's see. You have a charge here for display expired registration or license plate. How do you plead on that?
Guilty.
Okay, did you get that taken? Did you get it taken care of?
I did. I got the ticket on a Saturday and I went that Monday and got it taken care of.
All right, do you have proof of that?
I do. It's right here.
Okay. Could you send us a copy of that by email?
I did. What happened was I mailed it. Y'all sent me a letter and I mailed in all this stuff. But I only had this receipt from when I got it. I didn't have the actual paper where I put the sticker on my car, which itemizes that I
Oh,
paid
I see.
a late fee. So I
Uh-huh.
went back down there and the woman itemized it for me and initialed it. And so they
Okay.
said I'd still have to see you. But
Okay.
they have I think you have a copy of this, which I'm holding in my hand.
Let me check here.
Okay. And there's a little bit of, it's written down there where she itemized the late fee and the fee.
Okay. All right. Let's see what I have.
Okay, great.
All right. I think I see it here. All right. Very good. Okay. So let's see here. All right. Very good. So it is a $20 compliance dismissal fee. Okay.
Okay. So
All right.
I wrote a check. I think we tore that up. I think it was for $10. So I'll just mail you a $20 check.
Yes,
Okay.
you can mail it in or drop it off in the Dropbox or drop it off in person, whatever's easiest for you, but you can mail it in. That's just fine.
Do I have to have any paperwork with it or just drop off my check?
Just maybe write your case number on there on the memo
Okay.
line, and then make sure we have a phone number on that check if we need to reach you.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
All right, you're free to go. Thank you very much.
Okay. Bye-bye.
So have a good day. Bye-bye.
You too.
Okay, let's see here. Logan Sepulveda.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Morning. How are you?
Doing well. Let's see
Good.
here. No seatbelt driver. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. And then you have display expired registration or license plate. How do you plead on that one?
I already took care of that.
Okay. Valerie, has that one been taken care of?
For
The registration. Did you submit a receipt for that, sir?
Yes, I did.
Okay. What would you like to do on the seatbelt violation?
I mean, I don't know if I can get away with a warning, but just reduce it. It's my very first ticket ever, and it was within less than a mile of driving.
Okay.
So it just seemed like I could get that reduced in some way or work something out to where it can get off my record as well.
We can do a deferral. Let's see here.
And
I can reduce it a little, not too much. The court fees alone are $134. I can place you on a deferral for $159, and it would be a 60-day deferral. No violations during that time, and then the case is closed out.
And then that would be, and it wouldn't be my record or anything?
It would not, no, sir.
Okay. What would be the payment date? Can you remind me of that?
Sure, you can either pay in full. I can give you 30 days to pay it in full, or if you want to just make an initial payment of $40 and then pay the rest off over the next 60 days.
Oh, okay. It's just over a 60-day period.
Correct.
Okay. I'm right next door to the municipal court. Can I just stop and pay $40?
Sure.
Get it started?
Sure. Why don't you stop by tomorrow, because they're in court with me all day today. And
got it. Okay.
$40 initial payment. And then the 60 days to pay the balance. Okay.
Okay. And it's 160 or 159.
Right.
Right. Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Fantastic. All right. You're free to go unless you have any other questions.
That'll be it.
All right. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Dixon.
Judge, on number 3 with Mr. Black as the attorney of record, we're going to reset that till October 14th without entering a plea.
Okay.
To monitor compliance. And this was issued June 25th. He only recently got on the case. So that will pretty well match up with my 90 days that I'd like to see before we take the next step, whatever that may be.
Okay.
And he's in agreement with that. And in the interim, of course, I'll monitor compliance, and he's aware of that. And we're going to talk before the docket.
All right. Mr. Black, is that satisfactory to you?
Agreed, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, very good. We'll see you back on October 14th, and y'all are both free to go.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Okay, Mr. Black.
Thank you.
Thank you, Frank.
Frank, you have Melanie Castro.
Okay, I'll go speak with her, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, I have Melissa Sisti. You're on mute.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Let's see here. You had a display expired registration violation, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and how do you plead on that?
No contest.
Okay. Now, I know we spoke before and you had been unable to get the registration. Have you been able to get it since?
No, I had a terrible fall and my legs are so weak. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to go. Can I give the information, the paperwork to someone else to go for me?
To get your registration?
Yes, because I have to go to the courthouse.
You mean to get the car registered itself, not to appear in court, but to get
No, just to get the registration
sticker, the registration done. I'm not sure how their process works. You might want to call their office and see what they would need.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Is that something you're going to be able to get done?
Yes, I have a wheelchair. If I need to, I can have my friend pick me up and we can go together if she can't do it for me.
Okay. Let's see here. You got it back in May, right?
Yes.
Okay. Are you at all working or are you just recovering from your medical issues?
No, I'm on disability.
Okay. Are you driving the vehicle at all?
Yes, I can drive okay. The problem is walking.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here's a couple of options. I can reset it another 30 days for you to try to get the registration. And if you do, you would need to pay the late penalty fee. Or I can simply close out the case, waive the fines and fees on this violation, but it would be a conviction on your record. It is a non-moving equipment violation only. Okay.
I'll go ahead and get it done in the next 30 days.
Okay. All right. Make sure when you go, you pay the late penalty fee. That will qualify you for the $20 dismissal. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. You're free to go. We'll see you back on October 14th. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. Good luck to you. Feel better.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Next up, Vanessa Sosa. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Let's see here. You have a charge for ran stop sign. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Okay. And then you have another one for expired operator's license. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. All right. On the stop sign, trial by judge or trial by jury?
Trial by judge.
Okay. All right. I'm going to have you speak with the prosecutor about both of those, and then we'll go from there, okay?
Thank you.
All right, just hang on a few minutes. Thank you. Let's see. Mr. Bird, I'm going to look at your cases right now. Let's see what I have.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you have a no driver's license charge. How do you plead on that one?
For that one, no contest at all.
Okay. Then you have failure to maintain insurance.
For that one, not guilty.
Okay. And then operate unregistered motor vehicle.
For that one as well, not guilty.
All right. Let me ask you, did you, at the time of the stop, well, first of all, was this a traffic accident by any chance?
It wasn't anything like that. They just pulled me over because apparently,
Okay, so yeah, I don't
my
want you
back
going-
tail,
don't want you
my
to go
back
into
tail
details.
light was, yeah, okay,
Okay,
perfect.
so
My
it
back
wasn't,
tail light was,
you were not in a vehicle accident, right?
no, ma'am, it wasn't like anything like that. It was just my back tail light was broken,
Okay,
and yeah, that was it.
okay, so then let's see here. At the time of the stop, let's see here. Okay, let's see. At the time of the stop, did you have valid insurance on the date and time of the stop?
So yes, more than likely there was insurance on the car. I just wasn't the one who put insurance on the car. It was my mother's car,
Okay,
and
can you get
it was
proof of
all in her
that?
name.
If you can get proof of that, that was valid at the time and date, then we can work with you on that.
She honestly sold the car like just a few months ago, so I don't even have any type of paperwork for the car anymore. And yeah,
Okay,
so
all right, all right. You have those 3 open cases and you've pled not guilty to 2 of them. So I'm going to have you speak with Mr. Dixon here in a few minutes, okay?
yes, ma'am.
All right, just hang on a few. Mr. Dixon, you're back?
Judge, I have an agreement on Melanie Castro.
Okay,
On the stop sign, she's going to do defensive driving. She is
okay,
under 25 years of age. She said she can come in with the 144 approximately by the end of next week.
okay,
And then on the registration, apparently doesn't have the car anymore. She's going to plead no contest. 90 days deferred disposition and $131 fine
okay,
paid by the end of next week. And then if she complies with all that, I'll dismiss the no insurance ticket.
okay. Ms. Castro?
Yes, ma'am, that was the agreement.
Okay. Any questions about that?
No, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and approve that, and then your payment will be due on each of those by next Friday, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're free to go.
Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day.
You do the same, thank you. All right, Frank, you have Sydney Heilman.
Okay, thank you, Judge. I'll go
Thank
visit
you.
with her.
Thank you. Mr.
Good.
Dixon?
All right, on Ms. Heilman, I'm going to reset it till what I believe is our January court date, January 13th. And I'm going to request the video, but she's in college in Massachusetts.
Okay,
Lord only knows when we're going to go back to in-person court. But she and I are going to communicate if she's not available and we're not doing Zoom. But that's, I'm just going to reset it to look at that and go from
okay.
there.
All right. Ms. Hammond, is that satisfactory to you?
Yes.
All right, so we will reset you for January 13th, 2022. And in the meantime, the prosecutor will be in touch after he's reviewed the video evidence, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right,
And
thank you.
remember to email me, Sydney, okay?
Yes.
All right,
Thank you. Sorry,
thank
Judge.
you. Okay. So you have Ms. Sosa next.
Okay, thank you, Judge.